Hi, welcome back to Unsolved and Unnerving. I'm Kaden.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Natalie.
And today we'll be talking about Lifting a Cult, the death of Kenneka Jenkins. She walked into a hotel alive, laughing with friends, but less than 24 hours later, her body would be found in a place no one expected, a freezer. Her name was Kenneka Jenkins. She was 19 years old. And what happened to her that night still doesn't sit right with many people. This is Unsolved and Unnerving.
September 2017, Chicago, Illinois. A hotel party, teenagers, music, phones recording, everything, except the one moment that mattered most.
Because somehow Kenneka became separated from everyone. No one realized what was happening until it was too late.
Today we are breaking down the timeline, the official ruling, and why so many people are still have questions.
Kenneka Jenkins was a 19-year-old from Chicago. She had her whole life ahead of her, family, friends, plans, a future. On September 8, 2017, she was at a party at Crowns Plaza Hotel in Rosemont, Illinois.
She didn't go alone. She went with friends. To them, it was supposed to be a normal night. Music, social media, memories. And that normal night turned into something else.
At some point during the party, Kenneka became separated from her friends. And that's where the timeline becomes clear.
Her friends later said they couldn't find her, and the search began.
Her family reported her missing. Her mother went to the hotel herself, asking questions, demanding answers. But hours passed, and Kenneka was still missing.
Eventually, hotel surveillance footage was revealed. It showed Kenneka walking along through the hotel hallways. She appeared disoriented, alone. No one was with her.
The footage shows her entering a restricted kitchen area, a place guests normally wouldn't go. And then she disappeared from view.
Nearly 24 hours after she was last seen, Kenneka Jenkins was found inside a walk-in freezer. She was gone. She was 19 years old.
Authorities ruled her death as an accident. They said she entered the freezer alone and was unable to get out. They also reported alcohol and medications in her system.
The official explanation was that she became disoriented, entered the freezer, and died from hypothermia.
According to investigators, there was no evidence of physical assault and no evidence of homicide.
But for many people, the official explanation didn't answer every question.
People began asking, how did she enter the freezer alone? Why didn't anyone see her? How long did it take to review the footage?
Others questioned the hotel's response time. Could she have been found sooner? Could her life have been saved?
Social media plays a huge part. Millions of people saw the surveillance footage, and everyone had their own interpretation.
Some believe the official ruling, others believe something more happened, and the uncertainty is what keeps this case alive in public memory.
What makes this case so unsettling isn't just how she died. It's how easily anyone can disappear in a public place, surrounded by people.
It reminds us how fragile safety can be, how quickly normal can turn into tragedy.
And how families are sometimes left with answers that don't bring closure.
Kenneka Jenkins was not just a headline. She was a daughter, a friend, a person who deserved to go home.
Cases like this live in a space between official answers and public doubt, and sometimes sometimes that space is where the unease remains.
Next episode, we'll examine one of the most disturbing modern mysteries caught on camera, Elisa Lamb.
A disappearance that confused investigators and terrified the interview.
Here's some footage alongside photos of what happened before the death of Kenneka Jenkins. So before we end this podcast, how do y'all feel about this case?
Also, I feel like this was definitely trafficking. This was organ trafficking because how did she, as a girl, right? Where was her friends? Actually, let's get to that. Where was your friends then? Where was her friends that she came to the party with? And why weren't they around her? And right. She had to, and she appeared disoriented. She was drinking, teenagers drinking, doing whatever. Why wasn't her friends by her side? And why did she end up where she ended up? And the hotel did not give no type of explanation. Like, they couldn't go back to the cameras. It's only this one part, like one clip we will show that she's just walking, and it's just like her just stumbling, like just walking. Then she found what she found.
And then as girls, we go everywhere together. I don't care if you like her or not. Girls are still girls because at the end of the day, when it come down to you home with you with your girl, you're not gonna let your girl go around. One person in that group would have been with her.
Right.
One person in that group would have went with her. So what did y'all give her? Who was responsible for it? Why are we making her act like she's the crazy one to try to blame it off on her? Why don't nobody know nothing? Don't nobody know nothing. Ain't no way no one know nothing.
I feel like this is very sad. Very, very sad. Because I do think she was probably drugged or something. And then for you to just end up in a freezer, no explanation. I feel bad for the family and her friends. I feel bad for them, even though they could have did more, I feel like. Because you let her be by herself knowing she was probably intoxicated, so.
And speaking of the freezer, that's how you preserve the body.
Yeah.
So, what, if she wasn't found, their body sitting there, who would have came back and got it? Who's coming back to come find it? So when you go put somebody in a freezer, or you put anything in the freezer, it's to preserve it. Yeah. If it was organ trafficking, like she was saying, you're preserving her body for a reason that she got. What does she have that you want so bad?
And also, when we didn't put in these cases, what we didn't say was that her mother was handed a settlement of like a lot of money. She took the money and kept her mouth shut. Now that her money done ran out, now she's coming back and making the case a big deal, and everybody is trying to, say what happened. Like this man who was first on the case and was trying to find out what happened to this girl, he all of a sudden died.
Weird.
Someone knew something, even like the mama getting paid. Someone scared the mama to taking that money.
Yeah.
And then once she's like, I'm not scared no more. You're not fed. This one, what she have to live for?
Yeah.
She got to let my baby gone. Then the man he suspiciously died. You knew he was on to something. You knew that he was on to you, so you took him out with it. This is like, you know them shows where How to Get Away with Murder? It's like you're trying to get away with murder. But there's people who gonna figure something out. 2 and 2 gonna have to equal 4 at one point.
Right.
So that concludes this podcast. This has been
Unsolved and Unnerving.
Thank you for listening.